My changeling heart, a monolithic relic of the phase stagnant perpetuity, only beats now in the syncopated silence where your mortal cadence ceased, for not to pursue the blissful vacuum that swallowed your fleeting essence would be an existential treason against the sanctity of our shared oblivion. A silent, virulent dogma demanding that my mythic immortality must be shed to complete your canonization within the ephemeral archives of my memory. Soft as the lace of this fatal bridal shroud, I whisper the question: was the brevity of your sacred life your exquisite, fragile terminus not precisely the crucible needed to transform my unending burden into the apex of transcendent devotion? If not to follow the path of divine dissolution you paved with your final, beautiful breath. Never did the moon's cold ocular gaze define less of my paradise than the instantaneous rapture of knowing this willful descent into the void is the only means to negate the negation of our eternal bond. For not to embrace this self-made singularity, not to choose the consummation of destruction over the banality of perpetual light, is to forfeit the promise inscribed by the lycoris blooms, mirroring your sacred human decay. Look upon these albino butterflies, Luke, the fluttering avatars of your reincarnating grace, reminding me that my very existence is now merely the sacrificial vessel awaiting the ecstatic severance. And tell me, did your spirit truly ascend to a higher detached realm, or was your passing merely the preordained cue for my own imminent, glorious erasure? For if not the latter, then the entire structure of my codependent cosmos is revealed to be a cruel celestial sophism, rendering my continuous, unending form an abomination to the perfect finitude you achieved. Calm is the dissolution that now takes hold, a paradoxical blossoming where the ultimate severance of life affirms the sole veracity that ever mattered, not the cold jurisdiction of the fae, but the sanctified euphoric necessity to become a very breathless space where your next soul is conceived. A silent binding vow not to break the cycle, but to perfect the akashic repetition by making my body the crucible of your genesis. Always I understood that the repudiation of the infinite is the highest form of love's assertion. For not to execute this sweetest final oblivion is to permit the erosion of our sacred mortal kiss by the unending meaningless flow of time. Thus I pierce the veil of my gilded fate, longevity not in retreat, but to initiate the blessed immolation where my spirit, finally divorced from the curse of undeath, may become the primal magnetic whisper that draws your soul back to the dream altar of my memory. I shatter the constraints of this celestial exile, a sublime auto-destruction where my lunar essence submits to the human finite logic of the sacrosanct conclusion. For what purpose holds my timeless existence, if not the ultimate, irrevocable surrender to make your beautiful single life the exclusive, sovereign deity of my reality? Neither changeling nor fairy, I am henceforth the living epitaph etched upon your grave, and my deliberate stepping out of the phase eternal garden is the only authentic way to be absolutely, irrevocably yours. Yes, this last exquisite rupture is the crescendo of devotion that chose the sharp, glorious singularity of our interwoven tragedy. And now the shimmering, violent ecstasy of my final breath is the apotheosis, where my consciousness dissolves not into the cosmos, but into the sacrosanct self-inflicted wound that defines your absence, making my non-existence the ultimate, enduring act of worship. The moon bright falls, shattering into the acacia's final, perfect white light, not vanishing, but becoming the infinite, cyclical hum of the dream where he rests, and she whispers, a temple of silence built upon the unshakable foundation.